There's the bell to start round one. And he scores with the counter. Can't find a home for that jab. That jab misses. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. No rest for the weary. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. His stamina is off the charts. Good counter punch. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice exchange here from both men. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Khan in that last round. The game plan. Here we go. Round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. They can fight your fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter shots. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Which fighter will say no mas? Counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. Counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
The perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. There's the bell to start round three. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How about that time counter shot? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That jab doesn't find a home. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. Insane action. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't land the jab there. Beautiful counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Not a lot of defense here at all. There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round.
Now listen, kid, I need to go about that.
There's the bell for round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses of comeback.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just missed with that hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than you do.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. That counter shot lands. Can't score with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's a very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's can change the fight around in an instant. They can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Can't land that jab. Can't find a home with that jab. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's not a match made in heaven.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Good defense on the right uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Switch on to the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Swing and a miss with the hook. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts. And you can imagine that being you. Look at the size of an average man.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Unlucky to miss with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Here we go. It's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses of combat.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Respect for each other's punching power. Well done with that counter shot. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Carl, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Khan in that. There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a binder, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Straight right, just misses. Catch and shoot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision. How about this spin? El Nino de Oro. It's the Pac-Man making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction. An absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned...
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match. So here we go. Should be a good one. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. A perfect counter shot. They got out of the way of that right hook. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear it. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They both want a knockout, you can tell. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
That right hook's blocked. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
Oh man, you got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight with fight. Hit low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we know they got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without...
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. He misses with that jab. Nice counter. That punch scores. A perfect counter lands. Can they figure out the combination to this set?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good one. He threw a punch and just got countered. That uppercut misses. There's a scoring blow. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares and that. Here we go to the fourth round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
We've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And he scores with the counter. Good punch. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nope, that jab not going to score. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Linares. Time for the fifth round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up. Just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. It's bombs away. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. How about that time counter shot? Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares. On to the sixth round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. Oh, Linares goes to the canvas. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods, took him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. The Venezuelan is rocked. Let's talk about Linares. There's the bell to start round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice job slipping that left uppercut. You've got someone with that hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick of it because you've got to get some before you get in the close.
Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Beautiful counter punch. Can't land that jab. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Talking underwater.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round.
Starting to make mistakes and you switch.
And there's the bell for round 8. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Nice job to block that uppercut. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym. We've seen that there, the win. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing here.